Hey, my name's Joel, and in this video, I'm gonna be telling you about this brushless electric chainsaw from Litheli. So if you're familiar with Litheli at all, you know they make all sorts of outdoor power equipment, lawn equipment, and it all runs on these U20 20-volt batteries. Let me show you these little guys here. This one comes and you have to tilt it up because they do shoot out. If you hit your eject button right here, these come with two 2.5 amp hour, 12,500 milliamp hour batteries, and they've got these LED indicators on the front to tell you how much juice they have left, and you're powered by 2 of these. Now, it does come with 2 USB-C cables. You can charge them via USB-C on the back, but they just fit into the slot nice and easy. You push them in, they click, and you can replace these with any other U20 batteries you have for other power tools or whatever. And I have several of these, so it's nice that I can interchange them out, charge some, use some. They say you're gonna get about 60 cuts out of these 2 20-volt batteries. It only weighs 5.5 pounds, so it's really easy to carry around, much lighter than a regular chainsaw. And it's got a lot of really nice safety features on it that I'll go over in just a minute. But the first thing I wanna talk about is the chain and the bar itself. This is a 12-inch bar, 30 centimeter. It does not come assembled. So I took some shots I'll show you. All you have to really do is put the chain on the bar, make sure it's all lined up. Take a look at this little diagram here to make sure your chain is going in the right direction. Then tighten it down, and this right here is your key. This both locks down the entire bar and allows you to move the bar forward and backward to make sure your chain is tight and it turns as mine does here. So you want to make sure to pay attention to install that correctly, assemble it correctly so that this will work safely. And of course, before you use it, you want to add some bar oil right here. This is your opening. You just put your oil in here, regular chainsaw oil, keeps your bar lubricated when you're using it. And this right here both acts as a shield and a safety brake. So while this is forward, the chainsaw will not work. Then if you pull it backward, it allows you to engage with the thumb safety and the trigger, just like that. So when you're not using it, you want to keep it pushed forward for a safety. And also when you're not using it, transporting it, you want to use this blade cover. I really like that. Slides on like this, keeps everything covered and nice, and just allows you to stay safe in between using the chainsaw and storing it. So we're going to go ahead and put this thing to the test. It says we get 60 cuts with this thing for a charge. We're gonna chop up some larger limbs that have fallen down around the property, see how well it does, and see if this small brushless electric chainsaw can stand up to what we throw at it. All right, so when I think of a small electric chainsaw like this, I think of jobs like fallen limbs, things that are a little bigger than you can do with loppers or a handsaw, just make the job a little quicker. This is a large limb that's fallen off a tree. We need to cut it up and get it into some kind of fire pile. So we're gonna go ahead and start chopping things up with this Litheli chainsaw and see how it does. Got a bigger portion of the tree here. No problem. No problem at all. Now let's chop up this big boy here, see what it looks like. So we made pretty quick work of this big branch that's fallen over, had some larger pieces, mostly small brush. I think it works pretty well on this type of a job. Now let's test it on something a little bigger, something you might use a traditional chainsaw for, a gas-powered chainsaw. This is only a 12-inch bar, so we can't get too big, but I'd like to see how it handles a larger log. Pretty nice cut on this cedar log here. I'm gonna do a few more, just see how much we can cut with these batteries. All right, so there you have it. That's all our testing with the Litheli 12-inch electric chainsaw. It's brushless. It runs on two 20-volt batteries. These are 2.5 amp-hour batteries, and we still have, after 15-20 minutes of cutting, we're 3 out of 4 on our battery meter. I think it's gonna last quite a long time, long enough to do small projects around the yard for sure. We cut up a big limb. We went and chopped on cedar logs. We cut up on some firewood, and it did a really good job. I wish the bar was a little bit longer. I think, you know, something in the 16 to 18 inch range is probably optimal, but for small jobs, this does get it done, and it works really well. I think it's responsive, you know, just like other electric tools, there is a little bit of a pause when you press in on that trigger. Sometimes it just feels like there's a little lag. It's not instantaneous, but you know, I think that that is the way all electric chainsaws are going to act. I do like this safety mechanism here. I wish it moved a little bit more so it's a little more obvious whether the safety was on or off, but I think that works well. As with all Litheli products, I think the design is fantastic. I like the way the weight is distributed so that when you're actually carrying it, you know, if you're standing up carrying it, it just hangs nicely. It's easy to hold right here. When you're operating it, there's enough room right here. This handle's not the most ergonomic handle ever, but it is comfortable to use. And if anything, I wish this bar handle was a little bit bigger. But all in all, I think it's a really well-made electric chainsaw. I think it'll do the job around your yard really well. Add some chain oil. It's got an easy tensioner here to maintain it, keep your chain sharp, and I think it'll keep you happy for years to come. So there it is, the Litheli 20-volt 12-inch electric chainsaw. Check it out for yourself. I really think you're gonna like it.